Time with Billionaire Nee.
Previously on Time with
See a
Billionaire
salary,
Nee.
but some type of remuneration every single month just to live. By 41 years, I want to be traveling around the world with my family. That's where I am. Time with Billionaire Nee. What you want to do is choose your theme for the year. You want to choose your theme. What is your theme? And you have to tie your theme to something that is important to you. You cannot just pick any theme. Like, you have to pick a theme that is actually very crucial and important to the things that you're trying to do, or the things that you're trying to build, or the things that you're trying to accomplish. Do not just take any theme at face value. Something that triggers something inside of you. So like I told you, I chose my theme as my year of focus because I don't want anything that can distract me. I want to be able to say no. This does not align with what I'm trying to accomplish for the year. And I should be able to say no. And that's why I chose that theme. Yes, if I attend a church, the church might have their own theme. But yes, that's great. I'm part of the church. But I need to have a personal responsibility for my life. And if my personal responsibility for my life and towards the things that I want to accomplish, that theme does not align, I have to choose another. I have to choose a theme that definitely aligns, that rings a bell for me. Remember, at the end of the day, I always say that they're going to bury you alone. So you're responsible for you. Nobody else is responsible for you. So you have to take responsibility for your life. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Now, the next thing that we're going to go into, we're going to look at our 12-month goal. 12 months goals. Now, remember, we've dealt with the ultimate destination. We've moved all the way to come deal with the big picture. We've also looked at the 5 years. Okay, I call it the long term. We've looked at 5 years. So 5 years gives you a good gauge to be able to work towards something that doesn't feel like it's too far away. But then it gives you leverage if you're starting from ground zero to really build up in that way. And if you're somebody who've already started that journey, then the thing is that you now begin to look at things that actually align and that's not aligned. One of the things for people like myself who used to set goals, but not intensively like what we're doing right now, was that we had a lot of things that we're doing that does not contribute towards any major thing. Because if your goals does not actually tie into the ultimate destination at every point in time that you set a goal, then it becomes a problem because you're wasting a lot of time doing activity on things that does not contribute to the bigger picture. So in having the bigger picture in perspective all the time, it helps you in setting every single goal at any time of the year. Anything that you choose to pen down as a goal that you want to work towards, you are able to quickly check it against the ultimate. That does this align? If it doesn't, it's easy for you to just eliminate it. It keeps you very focused and organized. Because you come to realize, as you begin to follow, you come to realize that life actually runs so fast. Aside the unpredictable things that can happen, life actually moves pretty fast. The next time you realize the 12 months is over. The next time you realize 5 years is here. And you're wondering, what exactly did I do with that? And 10 years is here. The next time you realize you're 80 years, you're 70 years, 60 years. Ask anybody who is 60, 70, 80, and I bet you, they'll tell you they don't know when that happened. They don't know that. Even me, when I look at my age right now, I'm like, how the heck did I get to this age? But you're growing, things are moving. So you have to move with the times. So time is your greatest asset when you're dealing with setting goals. Your greatest asset, trust me, because it's running. So you have to catch up. You have to make the best out of it. Sometimes I can sit in the evening and I'm like, whoa, I have 2 things that I haven't accomplished that I said that I'm supposed to do today that helps tie into my larger picture, the larger vision of myself. And I haven't done that. And I'm like, the 24 hours is about to end. And if that 24 hours end, yes, I have another 24, but this very 24 is gone and it's gone for good. So whatever I could have filled into that 24 that actually is going to help me, that I've decided that could actually work within the 24 and I didn't, it's gone for good. Yes, I don't have to beat myself up. I have to come back and do better, but you cannot keep having to do better. No, you can do better now. That's why you have to make that decision that this is it. This is where I draw the line. This is why I draw the line. 12 months. What goals are we going to set? I'm going to guide you through that. that is going to tie into the larger vision of our life, that is going to tie into the 5 years plan that you have. You can do that for every aspect of your life, your travel life, or your business life, or whichever aspect of your life. You're going to set goals on that. But I'm going to guide you through a process that is going to make it easy. There's something I call the wheel of life that I want to do. I want us to do an activity. I call it the wheel of life. The wheel of life. When I first heard this principle, I thought that was incredible. That was incredible. The wheel of life. So life is like a wheel, okay, that is going round and round and round and round and round, okay? Now you have to figure out in that cycle of going round, what is important than what, because it's moving. So you have to figure out what is important. What do I want to hit? You know, when you go to all this gambling stuff that they spin the thing and then the thing goes and then it stops at a number, or the ball falls at a number. You know, if you've been to a casino before, you know, you spin a thing and it goes. I've been to a casino, they took all my money away from me. You know, I won a little, it gave me confidence, and then they took everything away. That's why gambling is not the best. You know, you want to plan your life, so you're not gambling. You know, you're not gambling because you could lose everything just like that. Okay, so the wheel is going. Now, so you're trying to figure out, where will I get the most value if the ball falls? So now you have the opportunity to sit back and look at this wheel of life and say, when I look at my life, I'm about to set 12 months, plan 12 months that is going to tie into 5 years, that is going to tie into 80 years, 10 years, 20 years of my life. All right. So what I want to figure out is, which areas are the most important right now that I need to make up for, that can help contribute towards a larger vision of myself. So you're going to rate your satisfaction between 1 to 10. Because it's going to help you in planning your 2026. It's going to help you in planning whichever year you choose to start. My mentor, one of my mentors, Jim Rohn, he said you can always start a process of changing your life at any time. You can start today, you can start tomorrow, you can start next year. In fact, you can start when you're 90 years. It's all up to you. But you have to figure out what is the risk to reward ratio. I mean, in waiting 90 years to start that process. I mean, think about it. I mean, or starting at 20 or 30 or 40. You can start at any time. But at what time do you want to start? What's the best time you want to start? It's all up to you. You can always start anytime. So 1 to 10, you're going to rate in certain areas that I'm going to guide you through. 6 key areas that I've paired out that you're going to rate your life. Okay. Now, you don't just get up and start slapping things that you want to do in a year. No. Your mind is going to go wandering. Your mind is going to give you so many things that you should actually put on that list. But the first area that I want you to rate is your career. Career. What are you involved with? What are you working on? You know, is it a job? It is a business? What is it in your career life? Your dream. Your dream thing that you're doing or you want to do if you're starting from ground zero. Like the thing that you want to do if you're someone who always wanted to play in musical instruments, but as I speak to you now, you don't play nothing. Okay, now 5 years, your goal in 5 years, when I become 41 years, I'm using myself as an example. When I become 41 years in 5 years time, I want to be playing musical instrument. So if I want to do that, if I'm about to set and right now I don't play no instrument at all. So if I want to set a goal for 2026, what I'm trying to get you to do is to rate and find out that aspect of my life. Maybe for somebody they can play, but they are not mastered yet. So when they're rating the career aspect of their life, maybe they're going to rate it 5. Maybe someone will rate it 6, 10, depending on where they are in that process, okay, of that aspect of their life. So if career-wise, in my sense, you know, I like to do the whole thing with you. So when I rated my career, I rated it 3 because I want to be a speaker. I want to be motivating people. I've always had that. I've always wanted to encourage people. You know, when I went to school to study law, at some point I realized that no, my thing is not about arguing in court and doing all of advocating in court. But my thing is about advocating for people to live their dreams, for people to go after what they want, for people to love God, for people to do what they want to do. I just figured that out, and that's what I want to do. But you see, the question is, have I done that so well that in where I want to see myself in 5 years, at the age 41, do I see myself living that type of life? No, I don't. So in rating career-wise, with that being my career that I've taken, I rate myself 3 out of 10 because I'm not doing too good. So it means that Eventually, if I'm setting goals for 2026, I'm going to look at some areas. We're going to choose 3 areas and we're going to focus on more. That is going to be top priority because we need to catch up so that it can help us afloat. Maybe you're someone who already jogs and exercises. So when it comes to your health, you're going to put maybe a 9. It means that that's not a priority. So when you're setting your goal, you're not just wandering around, writing anything that you can on a paper. No, those are part of the bigger vision. Yes, you're going to deal with that. But every single year, what you're going to do is to find out which area do I need to pick up very well, based on where I want to be, how I want to feel in the next 5 years, in the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, however years you want to deal with. How do I want to feel? What do I want to have? What do I want to see myself doing at the time? So based on that, if I have a career, I'm going to rate myself a what? A 3. What do you rate yourself? Look at your situation. Now be honest with yourself. I'm telling you, do not be deceptive when you're doing this type of process. No, do not. Because it's not going to help you. Because at the end of the day, it's you. I mean, you're not pleasing anybody. You don't have to do this to please anybody, but yourself and God. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. So that you want to change or you don't want to change. Now, the second part I want you to look at, finances. Ooh, the money. Finances. How are you doing finances-wise? In your will of life, how are you doing finances-wise? In 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself? Man, how did I rate myself? I rated myself 4. Man, I said 4, man, because what I want to do, man, I'm not close. So it's a 4. 1 to 10 is a 4. Yes, I have some cash flow that comes in somehow. But no, that's not where I want to be. It's nowhere near close to where I want to be. So when I rate my current circumstances, no, how I really would like to live, I'm not doing too well. I'm not doing too well. So I rated a 4. Where do you rate it? Be honest with yourself. You're not pleasing anybody. Be honest with yourself. Where do you rate that? In the will of life. Now, the next thing that I want you to rate is your health. Where are you with that? What did I say? What did I say? 6. I walk a lot. I run a lot. I try to box. But it's not where I wanted to get to. It's not at a 10 that I wanted to get to or at a 9 that I wanted to get to. It's just a little above average. So I rated a 6. A 6 because I eat quite well, by the help of my wife. I try, I eat some veggies and some fruits here and there, I try to exercise. So I do my best. So I rated a 6. Where do you rate that in your will of life? Now, family, I group these ones together because I didn't want you to have plenty. Family, friendships, and then I put love. Family, friendship, love. Ooh. Family, when I did mine, I did it each one separately. Okay, but I want to make it easy for you. So family, friendships, love. So however you want to rate that. Okay, I'll rate mine family, friendships, love. I think I'm going to rate mine a good, because I did mine separate. So family, I gave a 5. Friends, I gave a 3. Love, I gave a 7. So I'm going to rate 7 over here. 7. So family, friendships, love. The people that I get close to, I get close to pretty good. I get close to pretty love-wise. Yes, I think I give love and I receive love. I'm blessed. Family-wise, I have a great family. My parents, my siblings, my in-laws, they show me love. And my beautiful wife, they show me love. So that's how I rate mine. I rate it 7. I rate it 7. The next thing I want you to rate is personal growth. Personal growth. This is very important. Personal growth. What do you rate your personal growth? Personal growth. The thing that you learn to build you up. Maybe you're part of groups that helps you build up. There's somebody who's not part of nothing. They're just on their own. They don't go nowhere to hear nothing, no information. You don't listen to good messages. You don't build your mind. So personal growth. Where are you with learning to be better as a better husband, a better wife, a better sibling, to learn to be a giver, to learn to be what is that looking like for you? What is that looking like for you? Personal growth. I gave myself a 6. 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 So where do you rate yours? Where do you put yourself? 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 And then the last one that I want you to look at is fun or adventure. Adventure. What do you rate yourself? Okay? What do you rate yourself? What did I rate myself? Let me look at that. At the time, what did I rate myself? It gave me a good 4. 4. Give it a good 4. Ooh, 4. Fun, adventure. Nah, that's not good. That's not good. I don't know why I did that, but I don't know why I did that because I have fun. But I want to have more fun. So I give it a 5. It wasn't good. I give it a 5. So I need to change that. And remember, the reason I'm doing this is because you can always change. You can always alter this. And as you alter this, you quickly have to come back to readjust your plans, the things you're involved with, the things you're doing, all of that. Readjust, reevaluate. What comes to you? Where does it fall under? Is this very important? Is it a priority? Is it not? You know how to eliminate by tactics. So when you have done this, that's the first process that I want you to do. Now, you're going to reflect on this, okay? And I want you to be honest and pick 3. 3. You don't have to try to do everything. For some people, you just have to pick 2. But I choose to pick 3. So you want to pick 2 or 3 of this from your will of life that is very crucial to you. And remember, this is going to tie into the larger vision of yourself. So when you look at where you're trying to go to and you look at these areas of your life, if I'm going to begin to set goals and work on any of these things, where is important that ties into the bigger vision of myself? I want to do a lot of traveling around. I want to do a lot of movement. I want to help in a lot of people. I want to be speaking all over the place. I want to have stamina to stand and speak and do all of these things. I want to live long, to be able to impact more. I want to take care of my children. I have stuff in my goals that the 5 years that I want to do, where I want to see myself, what I want to be doing. And there are a lot of stuff that are very crucial when it comes to doing that. Okay? So amongst this, you're going to pick 3 or 2 that is very crucial for you. Now, and the numbers will help you if you did this diligently. The numbers will easily help you. So 1, I have career that is very crucial, and I had only a 3. It means that there's a lot of work that I want to do. If I have in my 5 years that I want to speak, that I'm speaking around the world, that I'm part of the World Speakers Association and all of that, it means that that's an area that I need to really work on. So career, I had 3, so I put it down as my first thing. Then the second thing I look at, my finances, I have 4. How can I be traveling around the world buying tickets and all of that if my finances are not too good? So I don't like that. That I'm at a 4. So finances. Remember, that ties into the larger vision of myself. If I look at my 80-year toast, when I'm 80 years, which looks like it's far away, but it's not. I've already made about 1/3 of that already, or almost half of that already. I'm almost at half of 80 years. That's scary, man. That's scary. So it means that if I'm going to be able to do those things that they're toasting to, that I have an orphanage, that I'm supporting people 24/7, that's a lot of money that we're dealing with. All right? It's a lot of money. It means that I have to get my finances in order. I have to start budgeting. I have to start cutting out waste. I have to start doing a whole bunch of stuff, reading books on finances, all of that. So I have to start doing that. So a 4 is not good. So that's my second one. And my third thing is that I see that, yes, fun and adventure I have 5, but my health is at 6. I don't like it. Personal growth 6, but I'm always making the effort. So I'll leave that at that. But health, I don't like that I'm a 6. I don't like that. So it's very important to me that my health, that I'm strong to be able to fulfill all of these things that I want to fulfill in 5 years' time. So my health is very crucial. Now, for somebody who exercises a lot, do all of that already, that's not your priority. Maybe yours is personal growth. You need to build your mind of resistance. So you need personal growth. Maybe for somebody, they make all the money, they have no type of fun in their life, and it's disturbing them. And where they're going to, they're not going to have any friends, they're not going to have nothing to do, no type of fun at all. So for them, fun is going to be a 1 or a 2. So they need that as part of the thing you should be working on. Okay, to catch back up. Maybe for somebody, career like myself. Maybe for somebody, family, friendship. They want to get married. So 5 years, where they see themselves is that, man, I'm happily married with my wife and 2 kids in a beautiful 4-bedroom story building home with a garden over there. So if they see themselves over there and they don't even have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, then it means that that could be a priority. They don't have any friends that they're talking to. They don't have any groups that they can be part of that can help them meet reasonable people, the type of spouse that they want to have at that stage, not one that is punching them in the face. Then it means that that's important to them. So here they're going to have a very low number, and they put it here. Now, once you have those 2 or 3 things, now you're about to put that into a plan. Now you have 3 things to work on. All right? So now, our goal setting for the year is going to have more meaning. It's going to make more sense. It's not just going to be a bunch of stuff that occur to my mind. Hey, I want to do this, so you slap it down. Oh, I like to do this, I slap it down. I like to, no. It's going to be very intentional and purposeful. And I'm telling you, this is going to help you eliminate a lot of stuff that comes your way that is a waste, that is waste your time, that takes your attention, all of that. When you open your YouTube this time around, you're going to get some sense and realize that no, these things are not things that concern any of these things. Because when I open my YouTube and I want to watch something, I look at something that can help me build my finances, something that can help me with my career, look at something that can help me build my health. When I open my Facebook, which I don't open as of right now, when I open my Instagram, which I don't open as of right now, which I'm going to do that so I can share this information to you. Now, if I look at that, if I open that platform, the question I'm asking myself is, which of these things helps me with these things that I want to build back up? If it does not, then I have to move away. If I'm in a group, if I'm in an association, if I'm joining any type of thing that I realize that thing does not help me in any of the things that I want to build up, then it means I have to move away and find things that help me. I'd rather sleep at home than to waste my time at a place that does not help build who I want to become in the next 5 years. Because remember, you have it down. So your shape automatically is taking shape. You're drafting something that is going to help you get to where you're going to get to. And when it gets tough, you know how to look at what's important and what is not important. Because you're getting your tools in place. Are you with me? Are you with me? So then the next thing you want to look at, once you have those things put together, and we've not set a goals yet. Now, here you have identified the areas. But now you're going to set goals that concerns these things. This helps you to focus. You see, the reason why your year is so scattered is because there's no focus. Because you've not done anything that drills you down to what's actually important. So when I ask you what's really important, you wouldn't really know. You think everything is important, but everything is not. Because there are some things that are more important than some. When you look at Maslow's theory of needs, there's some things that are up here. There's some things that are down here. So your ability to sit down and be able to know what you want for your life, that helps you to be able to narrow down, know that at this stage of my life, this is very important. Next year, maybe adventure and fun may be important to you. Maybe next year, when you reevaluate your life and you look at your will of life, personal growth, you're doing so well. So that's no longer important to you for that year. Maybe when you look at your year and you evaluate, whoa, career-wise, I'm doing so well. I'm part of a lot of groups that is helping me, like Toastmasters, all of that, in case of myself, that is helping me build back up what I want to build in my career. I'm going to places, I'm speaking in schools, I'm doing all of these things. So it's helping me. So at this stage, in 5 years, maybe what I want to build back up is health, because maybe I fell short. I wasn't taking it so seriously. You get me? So now I have to build that back up. So when I redo my will of life, it's going to get a low number. So that changes priority. So I'm setting my goal. I'm going to set goals based on those things. But then it ties into the larger vision of myself, because I'm working all the arms of where I want to be, the people I want to be with, how I want to feel. I'm working towards that. Because I'm working towards that, I'm always looking at things that is going to help me grow the most. Because the year is only 12 months. As much as you think it's a long time, it's a very short time. And so there's so much you can do. So what you want to do is to be able to drill down so you can focus. Otherwise, what you're going to do, what Zig Ziglar says, a lot of activity, but less accomplishment. And I've done that for many years. And I said, never again, never again. And you can say that too, that never again, never again. I'm not going to go round and round and round and round when there's something right 2 seconds away from me that I need to catch. But because I'm so focused on so many things trying to align, that there's a problem. But when you drill down, it becomes very easy. You have a tunnel vision of what you're trying to do. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? God bless you for being with me. Now, the next thing you want to look at is quarterly objectives. Actionable focus sprints that create momentum. These keep you moving consistently. So quarterly objectives. So what are the things that you want to accomplish every quarter? Now, remember, we're not setting yet. We're going to get to that. Okay, but now we have the areas for the year. So 2026, I have my area of focus right there. Career, finances, health. That's my focus. Anything that crosses my desk, my mind's desk, that does not meet any of these things, eliminate it. Eliminate it. Eliminate it. Trust me, eliminate it. You may fall short, but you're going to build back up because you have something to look at. I'm going to talk about review and accountability. Very crucial. And you're going to have the most fulfilling and purposeful year of your life. And it's just going to get better from there. It's just going to get better from there. Then from there, you're going to look up monthly goals. 30 days. Within this first 30 days, what do I really want to accomplish? After you have the year, you have the things you want to accomplish. Quarterly, out of the things that I've written down concerning these areas, these are the ones that I want to do quarterly. Out of that, monthly, what do I want to do within 30 days? Your life is going to be very organized and very purposeful because everything is planned out. And it's possible. Even if you fall short, it's easy to come back. I'm telling you, it's easy to come back. Are you with me? Then you move to your weeklies. Out of the 30 days, I have 4 weeks. Each week, what do I want to accomplish? Each week, what do I want to accomplish? I'll show you. Now, the next thing I want to deal with before we actually set these goals, I want to teach you something that you've always heard about. If you've ever been in any type of personal development class or whatever, you're likely to hear about SMART goals or setting SMART goals, a SMART framework. You do that for businesses, and I hope people do use that a lot, but I'm going to talk about that because we're going to use that to set these goals, all right? So I'm going to clean this real quick. You have to really think, all right? So now, I have areas of focus. 1, career. 2, finances. 3, health. These are the areas that I had the lowest scores that I want to build back up. 2026. These are the areas. Now I'm going to talk about the SMART setup. Setting goals. 1, when you take career and you want to set a goal. Now you have to take your time to do this once. Even if you take one day and do that. Don't get too caught up. Sit down. Leave your children alone. Leave your spouse alone. Leave your girlfriends alone. Leave your friends alone. Sit down. And then do this. You want to do that with some people, find like-minded people. What Napoleon Hill calls your mastermind group. Find people that are aligned, that are reasonable, that want to grow as well. And then you could do that with them. That's great. You could check out yourself, accountability. So SMART, specific. You've heard this several times. So make sure that when I take my first thing that I want to set goals on for 2026, and I take career, and you don't have to set so many goals. Find specific. If it's 3, 4, 5, however you want to set, but at least make sure it's very specific. If there's so many, then that's when you go into the weeds. But what is so important that can help me grow in the year 2026, career-wise, that can help me build back up? So think. You need to think. It needs to be specific. It needs to be measurable, right? Measurable. How will I know if I've arrived at it? How will I know if I've arrived at it? A, for achievable. Don't say something outrageous that cannot be accomplished. Say something that you can actually accomplish, that is doable. Be real, be realistic. Yes, we're not, you can dream, but here we want to be as realistic as possible so that we can actually do them. Because when you do them, it helps you to do bigger things. Are you with me? So if your 5 years is that you want to meet the president of America, that's your 5 years, that you're sitting with the president of America having drinks. and you've not met anybody, you don't know anybody from America, you don't know any leader and all of that. Yes, that's a dream. That's great. 5 years. Now you have 5 years to work towards that. So when I'm setting my monthly, my year 2026 goals leading up to the 5 years, I'm not going to put down career-wise that I have a job with Barack Obama or with Donald Trump. That's not achievable. In the dream world, yes, it's possible because something can happen, but you don't set these goals based on luck. Like a gamble. No. You're going to set the goals based on things that you can do. And if God decides to favor you, which is possible, I should believe it, something extra is going to happen that is going to move you faster towards that goal. So the thing that you want to have in 5 years, you can have in 2 years because you're diligent with some little things. And God realizes that you're so diligent. The universe says, this guy is so diligent towards what he's working towards, that this time around, what he wants to do is to get to know people in government in Ghana. He wants to get to know people that are Americans. So what can I do to begin to connect to people? It's go into the tourism business so I can encounter people. So you begin to work your way gradually towards, and then gradually you have somebody says, I want to send you an invitation. Gradually, you're working your way, you're working your way towards fulfilling that 5-year goal of sitting with the President of America drinking wine. Are you with me? Are you with me? So you have to make it achievable. That's what I mean by that. Make it realistic, relevant. Does the goal align with a big vision? You have a big vision, okay? Not every career goal that I can set aligns with my big vision. I want to be one of the greatest speakers of all time. Yes. Career-wise, how does that play into what I can do today? If I set a goal that, yes, it could be a career, but it's highly irrelevant for me, that I'm going to school to get maybe a degree in something, to have a degree to my name. But I have a degree already, so I want another degree. I mean, something that is not relevant right now to the big vision of what I want to do. It's not relevant to that. Are you with me? I speak English quite well. At least I can put my sentences together very well. I can speak to any audience. All right? So if I'm setting career goals, I don't have to put that going to school for an English degree. I mean, why do I want to start a course to have an English degree when I don't need it? Yes, it's good. It's good to always improve, but I don't have to go to school to go get a degree to that. It's not relevant. Are you with me? It's not relevant to my goals. For the year, it's not relevant. Does it help time to the big vision? No, it doesn't. Because I'm not trying to be an English teacher. Just want to communicate so people can understand what I'm saying. So I can read books, I can advance my communication skills, read books, which is part of my plan. But I don't have to go get a degree. So it has to be relevant. So you have to look at your circumstance and figure out what is relevant. Time with Billionaire Nee